Welcome to Fooly Restored, where we see if our clients got what they paid for from somewhere else. Here we have an OBX that one of our clients sent in, supposedly fully restored for about $2,000 or so. And if you look inside of it, we have really not a whole lot done. Check it out here. We have the power supply. Looks like it hasn't even been recapped. Still has all the original green tantalum caps that are very prone to smoking up. Additionally, the computer board looks basically untouched, sans maybe a couple new chips in areas where that's needed. All the calibration trimmers for the left-hand control and modulation and transposition are all original. Those go out all the time. Again, I would appreciate if there was an Encore interface installed. I get that that's maybe an extra thing if you don't want MIDI, but the original firmware is pretty trash. So that's something we recommend whether you want MIDI holds or not. This wiring that goes between the CPU and the top tray and even the bottom tray is very brittle, breaks all the time. We have a broken black wire right here, right now. Voice cards look basically untouched. We have the initial tune trimmers being left original. Those will go out by just breathing on them, really. We do have one card that seems to have 2 new capacitors there. I guess thanks for that. But you know, really doesn't take you too far when you have 8 of them. The keyboard has been rebushed, credit where credit is due, I guess. Otherwise, everything else is pretty much untouched. Now we're going to look at one that we have fully restored, and that is this one right here. So let's open this up. So we see a lot of big differences here. Some of the differences may just be because of revisional differences, so don't point your fingers at those. We do have a supply that's been recapped, a new bridge rectifier. All of the power molexes have been changed and recrimped. This is a super serious failure point in old Oberheim stuff, and we take that really seriously with all of our restorations. All the tants have been changed. All these 2 trimmers have been changed to multi-turn, which helps stabilize the 19-volt line, which powers the tuning and the voice cards. We have the Encore MIDI installed, which we highly recommend over leaving the stock firmware in there. Just fixes a lot of bugs, adds some nice things. On the CPU board, we have all the CMOS and all the TL84 op amps changed as well. My tech went a little overboard with the film capacitor change. I guess they were tropical fish style and all cracked, so they all got changed to these nice high-quality WEMA capacitors. And, of course, all of these harnesses have been redone with fresh stranded wire, fresh Molex crimps, and they're super stable, and they don't break every time you lift up the board. Initial tune trimmers are all changed. In some cases, the volt per octave trimmers changed as well. They're all recapped with brand new matching capacitors, matching tantalum caps per voice. You don't want them to be mismatched. Why would you? We even have new pan pots on this one because I think we noticed that the voices were different volumes, and sometimes just changing the pan pots will actually solve that problem if they're getting out of tolerance. Of course, the keyboard's been rebushed. The pop board's been properly serviced. And this is an OBX that's actually been fully serviced. It also has a new pitch bend pot, another common thing. We don't know if that one's been changed or not. I doubt it, of course. All the CMOS and all the op amps in this one are new. If you're a guitar guy, I'm sure you'll think to yourself, why would you change everything? You're killing the mojo. But that's really not how it works with synths. Especially American synths, there's a lot of stuff to change to make them reliable and actually really usable, to be honest with you. And this one has the full gamut. So, you know, it's important to know where you're getting your stuff serviced, where you're buying stuff from, so you can avoid paying way more money for work that you should have got done the first time, which is why we're making this series. Not trying to shame anybody. You know, I think for those kind of prices, maybe feel a little bit of shame. We're not going to name any names, of course, but just know where you're getting your stuff done. If someone's backed up, it's probably a good reason.